Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. So, as you can see by the looks of the title and the screen today, I'm going to be bringing y'all a very special point guard build. But also, as you can see, I got 3 different builds coming out of the point guard position. All are going to have over 100 badges. Today, I'm going to be bringing y'all the 100 and about 10 plus badge playmaking shot creator build. Now this one is more so the meta when it comes down to running threes, y'all. This is going to be the best point guard that you're going to be using all year, and this specific playmaking shot creator is going to be for when it comes down to the defensive end. This player is going to be more so standing in the corner than anything, like those comp lineups that y'all see. So before we get any further, man, I just got to say thank God for giving me this opportunity. Thank y'all for the support, and man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody who's looking to join the Rich Gang family, go ahead and turn on post notifications, but also be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, y'all. I would appreciate it if we can go ahead and get 50 likes on this video at least. And now let's go ahead and get into the making of this build. So the very first thing that y'all need to go ahead and do is put it under the point guard position. Then from here, with the height I'm gonna hit y'all with is gonna be 6 feet exactly. Now when it comes down to the weight, I'm gonna go with 171, and then when it comes down to the wingspan, I'm gonna drop this to 6'1". Now remember, this build is mainly for the offensive end. This is gonna be a straight ISO build. Really, also on top of all that, this is easily going to be better than any playmaking shot creator that you have seen in the past. Reason being is because of the offensive firepower that's going to come with it. Now I'm going to go ahead and show y'all exactly what I'm talking about right now. But when it comes down to these stats, just please be sure to follow along exactly as I'm showing y'all. So the very first thing that y'all need to go ahead and do when it comes down to the finishing, go ahead and put that close shot and the driving layup all the way up to an 85. That's going to give us 16 badges right here. Now I know we are not putting anything into the driving dunk for this specific build, but if you wanted to, you can go with around a 70 or an 80 driving dunk. This really just comes down to what y'all want to do. But I'm telling you, the other 2 builds that I did show y'all in the beginning of this video, I believe one was a 2-way threat. This build is actually going to be very different from those 2, because the other 2 that I'm going to be bringing to y'all within the next couple of days are going to be able to get every single contact dunk. Yes, even the small contact dunks, as well as the ones that are going to require you to have at least a 90 plus driving dunk. So that is just something y'all should consider when it comes down to it, but I'm telling you, this is easily going to be the best way to go about it. Now when it comes down to the 16 badges for the finishing, I'm telling you, this is going to be the perfect way to go about it. But now when it comes down to the shooting, the mid-range shot is going to go all the way up to an 87, 3-point shot 98, and the free throw is going to be an 85. Now remember, you can always change any of these up based on your preference, but as you can see, we get a lot of Hall of Fame badges when it comes down to the shooting. So if you can't shoot with this build, I'm telling you, it's probably your jumper, but most definitely this is going to be one of the best sharp shooting builds that you're going to be seeing all year. Now when it comes down to the playmaking, we're going to go ahead and get into the pass accuracy. This is going to be a 90. Then when it comes down to the ball handle, this is going to be a 94. Speed with ball, we're going to go ahead and max this out at a 93. And right here, we get another 35 badges. So just between the shooting and the playmaking, we get a total of 70 badges, which is really crazy. Easily, you're going to be able to get over 100 badges right here when it comes down to the defensive end added in. So perimeter defense, I'm going to hit y'all with is going to be an 85. Steal, going to be a 97. And right here, we actually do get some solid badges when it comes down to the defensive end. Really, when you add all these badges up together, you're going to be able to get around 107 badges. But also remember, we're going to be able to get the +3 from each season that we do get, and then the +4 from the rebirth. So honestly, you're going to be getting around 114 badges. Now, just a quick consideration. Remember, if you want to, you can change anything about this build that is based on your own preference. You can really go ahead and really change the whole name if you wanted to go about it that way. But when it comes down to the physicals, we're going to go with a 91 speed, 91 acceleration, skip over the vertical, and then go ahead and put the rest into the stamina, being a 99. And honestly, on this build, I'm telling you, if you wanted to, you can actually go with a 90 stamina, change up some of the progress of some of these attributes, as you can see right here, just to try to go ahead and get an extra shooting badge or to get higher on the mid-range shot. There's a lot of different things that you can tweak in this build, but again, just remember, as long as you feel comfortable with the setup that you get, I promise you everything is going to work out in your favor. But now let's just go ahead and take one last look at what these badges are going to be for the ones that we do unlock. As you can see, for the defensive end, we get a good amount. For the playmaking, we definitely match up when it comes down to the shooting. 35 and 35 is going to be a huge difference when it comes down to most of these point guard builds. And then when it comes down to the finishing, we get 16, pretty much everything that we want and also that we need. But remember, you can always go ahead and change anything about it. But now let's just go ahead and take it a step further. From here, we're going to go ahead and get into the takeovers. So we get the shot creating takeover, also gonna unlock the sharpshooting. From here, we also get the playmaking, and last but not least, I don't know how, but we do get the lockdown defender takeover. So this lockdown takeover is really gonna help this build out, especially with this build in the right hands. So the very first thing that I would do for the first takeover has to be going ahead and picking shot creating ankle breaking takeover. Now you could change it based off of what you like, but I'm telling you, this is easily going to be the very first one that you should go with. Honestly, it's really going to help out the shooting, but more so with the dribbling and being able to break ankles. Then for the second one, I would highly recommend extreme clamps. You can go with the sharpshooting one or even the playmaking, but I really see the defensive one being a much bigger help in the long run. I'm going to go with the extreme clamps like I said, and as y'all can see, we have made the first ever and most badges, 114 on a playmaking shot creator build. Now from here, we're just going to go ahead and take a quick look at what this build is going to be looking like once we get to 99 overall, max it out, buy boost, and all that good stuff, y'all. So with the lockdown takeover that we did pick, we get a plus 10 to our defensive end. Remember, we're also getting a plus 8, 4 from buying boost, and also another 4 from running with teammates that are going to have floor general as well as Hall of Fame defensive leader. So essentially in takeover, your steal will be a 99, perimeter defense 99. With boost, you're gonna have a 99 speed with ball as well as the ball handle and pass accuracy. When it comes down to the shooting in takeover, you're gonna have a 99 free throw, 3-point shot for sure, and then the mid-range as well. And then when it comes down to the finishing with the boost, remember that's a plus 8, you're going to be in the mid to high 90s when it comes down to your close shot as well as your driving layup. So honestly, this build really is going to be reminding me of a certain specific player, Damian Lillard, Stephen Curry, as well as Fred VanVleet. Really solid build all around. Going to be able to shoot at ease, dribble at ease, and on top of all that, the defense is there as well. So when it comes down to this, let's just go ahead and take a little bit further into consideration at what this build is going to be looking like with the badges. For me, I'm going to go with gold slithery finisher, silver fearless finisher, and then from here, I really like to run unstrippable, but if you feel like changing the setup, you definitely can do that. Again, it just comes down to how you feel about the comfortability of this, but I'm going to go with giant slayer. That is a really solid badge. And now look at the shooting. We got so many badges to pick from, so from here, honestly, just be sure that you are picking badges that you yourself like to use. I'm going to start it off with gold blinders, Hall of Fame Deadeye, bronze green machine, and then from there, I'm going to go ahead and add in Hall of Fame mismatch expert, hot zone hunter, and then also we still get a good amount of remaining badges, so I'm going to go with chef as well as sniper. For the very last 3, if you feel like spreading the wealth here, you definitely can do so. Again, this just comes down to how you see it yourself. But for me, I would have to say, as long as you are running a few badges that are going to be on bronze, that is really going to be a huge help. For example, I would at least consider catch and shoot lucky number 7 on gold, even volume shooter. All of these are some really good options to start with. Now let's go ahead and take it into the playmaking. We still get a good amount of badges to use here as well. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and hit y'all with Hall of Fame Triple Threat Juke, Quick Chain, as well as Hyperdrive. From there, I'm going with Bronze Bullet Passer as well as Bailout. Then also I'm going to add in Quick First Step, Handles for Days, and then for the very last 4, I'm going to split it with Silver, Stop and Go, as well as Tight Handles. Let's go ahead and get into the last couple of badges, which is going to be the defensive end. So, pretty much, you can put on any type of defensive badges that is going to fit your defensive playstyle. For me, I would have to say Hall of Fame Hustler as well as Gold Clamps. Gonna make a huge difference for this kind of build. Also, I'm gonna add in Pickpocket on Hall of Fame and then Gold Tireless Defender. This is actually a really solid lineup to run with, and this is what I would be choosing if I made this build. We're gonna end it off with 21 defensive badges, then we get 35 playmaking, another 35 shooting, and then for the finishing we get 16. I just gotta say thank y'all for your support. Thank God for giving me this opportunity. I just need y'all to know that I appreciate y'all, I love y'all, and I thank y'all for all that you have done. But just know I'm going to continue to be here and grind out these videos, bringing y'all the best builds of every single position. I just need y'all to know that I love y'all, I thank y'all, and man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join the Rich Gang family, just go ahead and be sure to turn on post notifications as well as hit that like button. I would appreciate it if we can get at least 50 likes on this video. Be sure to share it with your family and friends. And last but not least, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.